overtaking spot as we now go to 5 red lights, and it's lights out for us and we wait for the drivers. It's lights out and away we go. Avi getting a very good start, heading down towards turn 1, clear of pink already, 3.5 tenths. He could take his normal racing line. Perfect execution of the start as Matt heading round the outside of turn 1 on pink. Pink pushed wide over the curb. It's now 3 wide between Millard, Matt and Pink heading up the hill. Millard just getting ahead of both of them. And that is Benignu being pushed off the track there by Pink. Avi sticking to the inside and the McLaren going round the outside and takes the lead of the race. The Ferrari on the inside, can he get the better traction up towards turn 4? Not quite, gets back in the slipstream. Gap is closing side by side into turn 4. Miller just keeps the lead, and Matt now challenging the Ferrari. And it looks like Matt is actually going to be challenging into turn 1. Not quite close enough, but the Aston Martin CJM glass down the inside of Benignu. This is where the mediums are a little bit grippier on the traction zone. Both cars with the DRS open again. Aston Martin pulling to the inside of turn 4, picking up a little bit marbles on the inside right tyre. Can he get a little bit better traction? They're still side by side, heading through turn 5 and turn 6 now. So they head, and there's a little bit of contact there, both drivers off the track, heading down towards turn 6. And now that brings Isaac into the question. Pushed a little bit out wide onto the big curb, losing quite a bit of traction there. And he's got to take avoiding action into turn 10. And that brings Dylan alongside, getting a little bit of a switch back here. That all looked quite fair racing to me. That was just hard but fair racing. Dylan making a move on Isaac, or defending from Isaac even. Just stays ahead for now. Will he get DRS? No, he doesn't. The Williams does. Both drivers behind the Red Bull with DRS. Dylan defending into turn 4. See Isaac flashing once again, gets better traction than Jace in the AlphaTauri actually, and just slots himself ahead. And Dylan and Isaac swapping positions into turn 1 once again. Dylan no DRS, neither for the Williams actually. Both drivers must have gone through the detection point level. That allows Jace just to slip through both of them. Not quite getting the traction on the exit. Isaac alongside into turn 5 and 6. Now has the inside for turn 7. Jace off the track a little bit, has the inside for turn 8. Dylan rear-ended there by Isaac. Will Isaac gain a position? No, he won't. Will Isaac have damage from that? We don't know as of yet. We'll see if he puts... There's no visual damage, so even if there is damage, it'll be very, very minor. Dylan once again going for all the attack on the AlphaTauri. AlphaTauri is now flashing. Dylan to the inside of turn 1. Gets the move done well before the apex, but goes deep and doesn't get very good traction. Heading out through turn 2 and turn 3. Avi looking closer than ever through turn 14. Has about 70% battery left. And Mill with about the same. Avi with DRS though. Pulls the inside. Is ahead for the DRS detection. So Mill get DRS up to turn 4. Mill on the outside of turn 1. Just keeping alongside. Avi leaving the space for the McLaren there. McLaren now with DRS. Heading up the hill towards turn 4. Avi defending towards the inside. The McLaren heading round the outside. Can he get the traction on the exit? They're still side by side heading towards turn 5, 6 and 7. Millard round the outside, little bit of contact there between Avi and Matt. And Matt had a little bit of a snap of oversteer, nearly collecting Pink there as well. And somehow, after all that battling, they remain in the same order. Avi once again in the slipstream of the McLaren. Heading towards turn 1, will ride on board. As he pulls to the inside with lots of marbles on the tyres. Can he get the car slowed down? Yes he can, he makes the apex. Millard looking for the switchback, can't quite get the traction. And it's going to be the McLaren once again with the DRS pulling to the outside of turn 4. Ferrari will just about slot in behind. They now both come, Avi and Millard both come into the pit from the hard tyres, follow each other in. It's going to be a set of mediums for both drivers, and Avi has jumped Millard in the pits. He's managed to get in and out of the pits faster than the McLaren. That is very good for his race. All these drivers now very close together. Avi pulling to the inside of turn 11, gets the move done. Can he put a car between himself and Millard? Yes, he can. Matt now on the inside, and he's gone very off track there. Wonder if there's a bit of contact. Matt sticking behind the McLaren and the Williams. Millard pulling out to the side of the Williams. Matt also trying to get past. There's a little bit of contact into turn 14. A little bit more and a little bit more as the Williams is nearly spun round by the AlphaTauri. And that is throwing Globe into the pit lane as well and speeding as well. So that's not very good for his race. And Miller down the inside of turn 1. Avi getting a good exit. Can he stick with the McLaren? McLaren actually gets DRS, so Avi won't actually have a chance into turn 4. The Ferrari looking for a move on the McLaren, pulls to the inside of turn 1. Can he get the car slowed down? He misses the apex, but pushes the McLaren a little bit wide. Gets better traction, gets much better traction actually than the McLaren. But once again, the McLaren has, although no, both cars don't have the DRS. Avi staying down the inside, pushes the McLaren wide, and through goes Pink. Never mind, he's got a little bit worse traction than I thought. A little bit of contact there between the Ferrari and the McLaren. Maybe a bit of damage on the front of the Alfa Romeo. Miller dropping down 3 places on the inside of Pink now. These 2 drivers very close together, providing us a very nice battle as Matt and Avi start to pull away, and Pink just pushing Benignu off the track there. Not sure why. There was no space left there for the Haas. Down the inside of turn 10, that's a very nice move. A little bit of contact though with the McLaren, and he decides to let both drivers go. I think that's very, very fair of him. Avi now looking for a move down the inside of Matt into turn 1. Matt, a little flash of the rear light indicating he's also struggling on a little bit of the battery. Another lap, and Matt down the inside of turn 1 on Avi. Gets the move fully done before turn 2 and turn 3. Avi though getting very good traction as Benignu and Millard are fighting through turn 2 and turn 3. Avi sitting behind through turn 4. And Millard's gone a little bit wide. That's opened the door for the Haas driver down the inside of the hairpin. And Millard's got an amazing switchback. Gets much better traction than those soft tyres that are ever aging on the Haas. Millard already flashing as we enter the pit straight, as now is the Haas and the Alfa Romeo. The only driver of this pack that's not under 10% is the Aston Martin. Benignu finally gets a move done into turn 1, but once again the McLaren getting better traction out of turn 2. A little bit of wheel banging there, gets the DRS open and is able to slot back onto the racing line. This is amazing defense from Millard, and that's Martin of CJM Glass down the inside of Pink and Benignu there. Can he make the move stick? He's just sticking the wing in and just can't quite get past that Haas, as we're now about to round the final corner to begin lap 29 of 29. Avi burning all his battery presumably. Matt's flashing already. Avi with the DRS open, overtake button on. Look at the closing speed. The AlphaTauri makes a move to the inside to defend. Matt diving back down the inside, desperate to keep this position. Avi round the outside, gets the better traction, but Matt has had an amazing run out of turn 2. Gets the DRS but doesn't have enough battery. Look at the top speed on that Ferrari. It must be running pretty low downforce, and it's just able to back up the AlphaTauri into turn 4. Now going to look at CJM Glass getting a switch back on Benignu through turn 4. very low on the battery, and there's a little bit of contact, just about saves the car. Benagnu going off track there. Matt only 3/10 behind as we start this little straight. And Avi's gone deep. Is that going to hamper his race? He's still got plenty of battery to burn, and that's what he's doing right now. Pulls back to the racing line. Very, very aggressive. Matt's gone for the inside of turn 11, sorry. Snell, he's right behind through turn 12. This is an amazing battle on the final lap of the race. Avi has just a bit more battery still. Matt's not going to really have much to play with here, as Avi is now 4/10 ahead as he goes around the final corner for the final time. Burns what's left of his battery and pulls to the pit wall, and Avi is a winner on debut for the Ferrari team. It's Italian team 1-2, it's Millard crossing line P3, and it was the Haas crossing the line in P4, but that penalty drops him down to P6. CJM Glass finishing in P4 there, then Pink, followed by Benagnu.